What is happening, DeRosa Insiders? This is Matt Faircloth, and welcome to the Cash Flow Digest Show. Like I said, my name is Matt, and our company is the DeRosa Group. We're a real estate company dedicated to transforming lives through real estate. There it is. I got it trapped. I want to talk to you guys about something, and there's a lot of chatter about this already, about the National Association of Realtors judgment. And I'll summarize it in Matt's terms here, right? And again, Matt may slip some of his opinions in here, as I'm sure you guys would hope that I would. But the National Association of Realtors recently came down with a judgment. They lost a lawsuit through a class action suit that was judged on by one of the state Supreme Courts that in essence says that the National Association of Realtors was kind of like mandating people pay a certain percentage commission and almost like a monopoly kind of thing, that if you want to sell your property that you own, typically this is really geared towards residential homeowners. But as you know, sometimes that could be a pebble in the pond that has ripple effects throughout the market, right? So in essence, what the lawsuit was about that a lot of real estate offices will mandate you pay 6% commission, all paid on the selling side. So if you're a seller, you're going to pay that entire 6%. Part of that will get negotiated between the selling agent that you work with and a buyer. When the buyer buys your property, they typically bring in their own agent. And that agent and your seller's agent split that commission up as they choose to do that. Sometimes you're going to get your realtor to negotiate a little bit, but the judgment in essence was on the monopoly these realtors have in the way that they mandate that commission gets paid one way or another, right? My wife, who will be our guest here in a second here, my wife and I sold a fix and flip that we had worked on, and we listed it with a local realtor. And the realtor that showed the buyer's rep that came in, great, found us on Trulia, no problem. And I found out later when we talked to the buyer themselves that they had seen the property on Trulia, but Trulia forced them to work with a local agent. They wanted to just contact us directly, but they couldn't because of Trulia's rules and the way it forced them to work with a local agent and everything like that. So we ended up having to pay that agent out of the sell price of the property. So there is certainly a bit of a force in working with agents. And the question today is, will home prices fall after this realtor settlement? I don't think it'll affect home prices. What I think it will do, it'll take a while for this thing to work its way through, just so you guys know. This judgment's not something that's going to change the market overnight. But what it will do is it will fundamentally challenge the way that realtors, the real estate brokers and realtors work their way into the market with regards to selling properties and what they're allowed to ask for in commissions. And it will certainly create a rise in organizations like Redfin, FSBO, meaning like if my wife and I had chosen to list that fix and flip by ourselves, putting a sign in front of the house, a handwritten sign that says for sale, and attracting her, which I can do, but I shouldn't be required to pay a realtor that shows up accompanied with another buyer. Maybe that buyer should have to pay that realtor themselves. And that is that was part of this judgment. So it will not affect pricing, that I believe. What I do think it will affect is just how real estate gets done, and it'll allow for a lot of what they call, just things coming in to shake up the market. Disruptors like Uber disrupted the taxi cab market. It will allow for further disruption in the real estate brokerage space by organizations such as Trulia and Zillow, who've been very friendly with the National Association of Realtors up until now. But you might see Trulia and Zillow decide to not be so friendly with those organizations and might allow people like a seller of a home to list a property on Trulia and Zillow and not pay a realtor at all, and maybe allow somebody that finds that property themselves to go and contact that person direct and to cut realtors completely out of the conversation. Not that I think that's a good thing or a bad thing. Some realtors do bring value, but it will certainly stop the mandate of them being involved in all real estate transactions for the most part in most states. Because for the most part, most real estate transacts with a realtor involved. A lot of it doesn't. Most of it does not. Most of it, the stuff that doesn't involve realtors at all, are distressed properties, are folks like wholesalers or whatnot getting involved, and realtors still trying to find the way to get involved in that too. So it's not going to disrupt home prices, but it'll certainly disrupt it'll give a space for these disrupting organizations to get in and make real change. Is that you? I don't know. Maybe you've got an idea that that's been a new way for real estate to get transacted. And if that's you, this is your time right here as things get a little loose and shaky here. So that's it for that article, guys. Let me know what you think here in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think about whether or not this will affect pricing, transactions, anything. Hey guys, Matt Faircloth here. Thank you for listening again to the Cash Flow Digest. I really appreciate you guys doing that. If you guys want to hear more about what DeRosa Group has to offer, go to DeRosa Group, DeRosa Group.com, DeRosaGroup.com online. You can hear about all the great things that we offer from an educational standpoint and passive investment standpoint on our website. See you there. And if you guys want to join our online community, DeRosa Insiders on Facebook, where you can watch this program get recorded every Friday at noon Eastern, and you can come on as even a guest or ask questions on the show. We hope to see you guys on our online community, DeRosa Insiders. See you there.